can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the fucks I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a fuck, that's what they don't understand.
I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leaving. I'm coming now, my roof leaving. Don't give a fuck, I don't care. Did the shit by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get on my god, I might tell them it's nothing. In the discussion, fuck all them feelings I throw on my pen on percussion. Shit is disgusting. I hear them bragging about shit that they did and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty talking about old shit. I'm on their ass now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. Niggas is trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been ducked off, getting sucked off in my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my chucks on. Get the fuck on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a Hawkeye on the ball cat. Get the fuck out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the fucks I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a fuck, that's what they don't understand. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head.
a wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down. Can't get a pass now, I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'm a spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting in my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my Chuck song. Get the on with that heat. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I ball that. Got a hawk guy on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence.
What is going on, people? Let's see. Let's get into it today. It's November 1st, right? The pricing of the corporate toolbox, all of that changed. A lot of people hopped in. I was really, really shocked. I mean, it was like crazy yesterday. So, what I want to go over, we changed the plans, and there's a new wrinkle, and this is not retroactive. This starts today because I changed the price of the corporate toolbox. For people who pay in full, that's $4,500. You get 2 consults. And people who buy the first one, which is one and done, the second payment plan, and the third payment plan, you also get 2 consults. Also, we're going to get into group coaching this month. Now, what's the group coaching going to look like? It's going to be during the week, and we're going to discuss topics that are relevant to business. And I'm going to peel back the curtain to show you exactly what I'm doing, because I feel that that's going to help you guys to actually see how a real business works versus just theory. And we're going to get into that. So if you're in the corporate toolbox, you get the group coaching. That will be in part of your thing, because I went ahead and changed around. Let me see. Let me go ahead and get that. Let's see. All right. I gotta change the artwork on that. But this is what's going to go down. All right. So this is going to be the group coaching, which is business class coaching, your first class ticket to business. What we're going to do is I'm going to, because the first business class is going to be the money management class, and it's going to be instructional classes, and they will be recorded. So we're going to start, aside from the daily training that you're getting training 3 to 5 days a week with the corporate toolbox. This will be an additional to the corporate toolbox webinars, and this will be additional to the other things that you're getting in there, because I'm getting ready to heat it up. Because one of the things that I want you guys to do is be successful, and I want you guys to win. And this kind of brings me to this live stream. I have a lot of people who come at me from Instagram, who come at me from Facebook, who want to ask questions. And I don't engage in those conversations. It's not because I'm a dick. It's because it's not really going to help you. Everyone is looking for this one little piece of advice to set. It's not going to happen. I'm here to tell you, to make things successful, I run multiple YouTube channels, which is marketing. I create courses, which is content and training. I market the content and training consistently. And there is no set it and forget it. It's like I almost made this month what I made last month, which tells me that the marketing is working. I was off by like $5,000. So, and part of that is I didn't really push it the way that I should have pushed it, because there was quite a few videos. There was no marketing pieces, and we're going to talk about this process of being successful. We're going to talk about this process of putting together a business. We're going to talk a lot about how to be successful and how to start a business. Because, like I said, one of the things that I stopped doing is the consults, because essentially I'm running 5 YouTube channels. I'm creating courses. So if I have you scheduled at 1 o'clock and you don't meet, then it becomes this scheduling snafu, like to fill in. And a lot of my time's already allotted. So I actually had to refund a lot of people their money back because they missed the first consult. And then the rescheduling was just a nightmare. And it was trying to reschedule during my creative time. The way that I had set it up was like I wasn't going to do consults before 11 o'clock. And I had people emailing me trying to hop around that, like, hey, I can meet at 7. And I'm like, I'm busy. I am busy. I just can't like rearrange my schedule like that. And one of the things that I want to emphasize to you is one of the reasons that I'm giving people who go ahead and do the first, one and done. Those are going to be my more serious people. And I'm going to do a consult. We're going to sit down. We're going to go over what they're trying to do. And at some point, we're going to have some group coaching for the people on the payment plans, because my time is really limited. I've got several people who are, hey, man, I want to holler at you, how much I'll pay you. And I'm like, you're not going to pay me what I'm going to ask, because I'm going to ask for $1,500 for an hour. And also, I started to really, and this is why I'm really excited about the business classes, because it's a process. Consulting is a process, and I don't want to just be out here. This is one of the reasons that, like, the first time I was doing consulting, man, we were going hard. We were going really, really hard. So I got rid of the consulting plan, and I'm going to do group coaching so you can get the systematic overview, because it's going to be more than just one conversation. And thank you. One of the big issues that we have with consulting is everyone's trying to do it cheap as possible. And let's have a conversation about that. With the corporate toolbox, you're going to make an investment up front. That's going to take you about 2 to 3 years to fully realize once you get your business going. If you already have a business, you'll realize your investment much, much quicker. One of the things that people don't understand, and being in the YouTube world, being an online marketer, being in the digital world, people don't understand these things take time. And if you don't do them correctly, the king of attitude money, appreciate that. If you don't do it correctly, you're just cheating yourself. And this is kind of one of the reasons I'm doing the group coaching, because in the group coaching, it's going to be systematic and it's going to be recorded. And I may sell that to the people who just want the group coaching. It would be better for you to hop in the corporate toolbox and get it all versus just the group coaching. Because the first thing is we're going to be talking about money, and it's going to be sequential. And what I mean by that is I'm going to give you the proper steps to take so you can be successful. Because so many people just kind of want to half do it, or they just kind of want to jump in, and they just kind of want to like, see, I'm going to make you very uncomfortable, because you're going to have to be uncomfortable to win. That's the deal. You're going to have to be uncomfortable to win, because one of the things that I want you got John Wick in the house. Hey, Howard Cooper, I'm getting ready to revamp. I'm getting ready to do a lot of stuff this month. This is the first of the month. This is my, one of the things I'm going to do is some AM hustles on Savage Finance. And there will be an AM hustle probably tomorrow on Savage Finance. I'm getting ready to hire 2 more assistants. So I got to train them up, because what's going to happen is as you come into the corporate toolbox, you're going to be greeted because I sent out an email how to use the corporate, because everyone should start with the money management course. Because I can tell you from my years and years of being in the storage auction business and being around other business owners, many business owners do not manage their money correctly. And they're making a lot of money and they're messing it up. So the money management course, like I did, let's see, where did I put it? It's got to be around here somewhere. Like, this is my pay stub, right? First pay stub I've had in years. And this is the only money that I'm taking out of the company. Okay? I put myself on the salary of $360,000. That is the only money that's coming out of the company and that's coming directly to me. The rest of the money will be invested. So I'm like the taxes are, I'm paying $4,018 per month in federal income tax. $930. Well, actually, that's I'm going to pay like $8,000 a month in federal taxes. About $1,860 in Social Security. Once I cross 132, the Social Security is going to stop, and I'm paying Georgia, state of Georgia, $1,600 a month. So I'm going to be paying some heavy duty taxes on that money that I'm taking out of the company. Let me say that again. And that's the only money I'm taking, because essentially I could have easily lived off half, but my anticipation is the company's going to be doing 8 figures in 2021. So I need to give myself a really, because it's going to be an S corp, and I have to put myself on salary. I haven't chosen my S corp election. I'm going to do that a little later, but that's the money. And also, this is all of the money that I have saved, right? This is my long-term emergency fund. This is my short-term emergency fund. This is my family operating account, right? That's a little bit more because I just got paid. So that's all my money. And let's just go ahead and have this conversation that so many business owners want to rob the company of the money. And this is one of the reasons that so many companies run into problems. Now, see, I'm showing receipts. I'm not flexing. I'm not stunning. I'm not buying car. I'm showing y'all receipts. So next time y'all see someone that's talking about, well, this is how you be successful, and all they're doing is talking, showing you rented cars, showing you rented homes. They're not showing you cash money. I want you to really think about this. When has the last time someone has shown you an ATM receipt that was recently dated? When have they shown you an ATM receipt showing hundreds of thousands of dollars? They just talk. And I'm kind of sick of the talking and the stunting, because that ain't going to help y'all. Like that whole tequila talk. I mean, that wasn't going to, that's not going to help you. It's just not going to help you. It's BS, man. I'm just sitting there like, where's the stuff? So the business classes, which will start this week, we will be getting into that, and we will be getting into the training, and there's a lot more, because essentially this is why the price of the corporate toolbox went up, because I'm going to make it more valuable. And I'm probably going to start the paid advertising December, which is going to be kind of expensive because everyone's doing paid advertising in December. Because I got to set up a few things. I got to set up the webinar. I got to set up the landing page. I got to set up. I got some testing to do. So we will see. But remember, when you're watching these folks on YouTube and they're talking about you can make all this money. Thank you, Patrick Cook. Appreciate that. Social Security stops taking out a certain amount because Social Security is only going to give you so much. That's it. My filming schedule is essentially I have editors and they work on about 6 to 8 videos per week. So I am, because I got to film 2 videos today, so they would be able to work on them tomorrow. It's a process. I would have to essentially, I'm filming 6 to 8 videos per week, Monday through Friday. Just depends upon my editors and how much they're doing stuff. Actually, I'm doing more than that because I have videos that don't go to my editors. Shortchange, you crack me up. Yeah, because see, this is one of the things. I'm showing you my pay stub that I'm paying myself for my own company, and you get so much of folks out here who won't show you nothing. They'll just keep talking. They'll just keep talking. Shortchange, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. So one of the things that we're going to get into is a lot of business training, and I want to inform you that the business training, because essentially, let's go way back in time. Let's just turn the time machine on, and let's go back to when I was developing the Craigslist marketing system. That took me about 6 months of posting ads on Craigslist and getting feedback and posting ads and talking to my customers to really work it out to get it where it ultimately would be. It took me 6 months of doing. Once again, one of the things with the training is you're going to have to do some things. No, man, very few people. There's a few people who will show some receipts, but most of it is stunting. Like the new thing is this whole thing of taking private jets. To charter a private jet is $20,000 to $30,000. Unless I've got some really pressing business, like if I needed to make 5 plane trips a day, that would be the only way I would do private jets. I mean, it's a stunt move. It's just a stunt move. It's not a real business move. It's stunting for the gram, because, you know, one of the reasons that corporations have jets is they'll have people who literally may have to hit 5 or 6 cities in one day. You can't do that with commercial. I mean, you might be able to hit 2 cities a day with commercial. You can't do it. So if you're hitting up a lot of cities and doing a lot of business, hey man, like I said, we're going to make 2021 really, really good, because like say the process, like I said, I got a lot of people and I'm going to start responding to these people, and I'm going to start guiding them to the corporate toolbox, because success is not one thing. I mean, you'll see it on the gram. It's like, he told me this one trip I made $8,000. Okay, that could be true. But these little hacks, these little cheat codes, they're not good for long-term sustainability. They're not. And that's what I wanted to teach you guys, how to start a business and how to make a lot of money forever. Not just right now, not just a cheat code move, not, forever. How to build a company that you can leave to your children. That's what I'm talking about. It really depends. Celebrities don't really distract me because I don't pay them no attention. Leah, how do you doubtful thoughts win and begin to start your business? You have to just put your head down and keep working. And I'm thinking about starting a book club. One of the first books you should get is The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes. The Ultimate Sales Machine. Because see, this is one of the things that I want to get across to you guys. The things that will make you successful are not sexy. They're not. Like running emails. I send out emails 5 to 7 days a week. It ain't nothing sexy about it. But if I consistently do it and I consistently put out the content and I consistently market, I get results. I get results. So we're going to have to condition ourselves to do the hard things. Like for me, email used to be hard. It used to be a pain in the butt, but I've conditioned myself over time to just do it. Sometimes I will send out 2 or 3 emails per day. Cause see, I know the math on it. The more emails you send, the more money you make. Now we will be talking about how to develop an email list because I'm getting ready to do some stuff with Hustlers Kung Fu. There's so many things that I am getting ready to rock out on in November. Twitter. I don't even pay Twitter attention. I don't even have a Twitter. Patrick Cook, will we talk recruiting and hiring employees in the corporate toolbox? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's coming up. That's probably going to be a training in the corporate toolbox, and that's probably going to be some business class stuff because it is a process to hire people. Because one of the things is most business owners hate hiring people because it's such a because essentially you as your business owner, you already have stuff to do. Then you got to go out and hire people, and then you got to train people. So you still have your stuff to do. Then there's all of this other stuff. So you're working extra hard because one of the things I'm going to do is create an SOP. Let me give you an example. I'm bringing on people. I'm going to train my employees to be able to train their replacement. So I don't have to consistently do this. They would come in, they would be trained they would train their replacements because I'm offering upward mobility in the company. King Nick, I remember coming to yours in 2018. It could take up to 6 months to get a business started. And I was thinking 6 months seems like an eternity. Fast forward to 2020. 6 months is a short time. Yes, it is. COVID has been here for 7 months, going on 8. And it's rearing its ugly head again. Ganji, usually people are looking for tips. Manager secrets haven't taken action all day long. Trust me, I used to be like that. You would make mistakes, which is fine. People like that are avoiding mistakes. Absolutely. Steve James, what they can do is also control the empty leg flights on the way back from a city for way cheaper to 75% off. More stunting tips. More stunting tips. So we're getting ready to be doing a lot of stuff in the month of November with the corporate toolbox. This Thursday, there will be the marketing webinar this Thursday night, 7 p.m. We're going to do that. I might move it up a little bit, but it's going to be Thursday. And one of the other things I've done is I realized that, thanks for doing these live streams, that some people in the corporate toolbox were not getting the emails. So everyone in the corporate toolbox is on a MailChimp email list. Don't hop off the list because you will miss some stuff. And I'm also going to work on the corporate toolbox swag. I got to work on that. So November is going to be a very, very busy month. So one of the things I want you guys to understand is success is a process because, like I said, I got so many people hitting me up on Facebook and on Instagram who want to just ask questions. And I don't really talk to these people because they want to ask questions. See, you're going to become successful by doing, taking action. Because, I got someone like, also looking at my YouTube creative is going to not help you because there's a specific reason that I'm doing what I'm doing. Like take Savage Finance. Savage Finance is growing I got like 2,300 subscribers this month, and it's growing. Where this channel is just kind of stuck. It's just like, ugh. So I'm thinking about starting another YouTube channel called B School for Hustlers. That's going to be about business and business only. So I've got to really, really think about that, but I'm thinking about doing that. Nope, there's going to be more content coming to the YouTube course. More, a lot more. A lot more. Because I'm going to be talking about how to sell on YouTube. So there's a lot more that's coming. Thank you, Hanil, Nasheed. Thank you. Because essentially, right now, many folks are going to lose their jobs. Many folks are going to be in a world of hurt. Many people are going to be messed up. Many people are going to be out in the cold. But I'm here to tell you, starting a business can be a little scary, right? It can be. And starting a business with COVID and all this other stuff, it can be really, really wild. But I'm here to tell you, as someone who started a business in a recession, you can do it. Because see, either you're growing or you're dying. That's it. There's no middle ground. Either you're growing or you're dying. And if you choose to grow, even if the world is on fire, you can still make some money. Like, I want you guys to think. And I want you to look at what I did when COVID hit. I went to work. You can see me. I went to work. I did not take any government money. I did not apply for PPP. I didn't do anything. It bless you if you needed that, and those funds were there for you. That's what they were for. But I actually, we've been here before. Recession time is money time. We can grow in the recession. And, I have the positive experience in the back of my head that I can grow in the recession. So I know that I can grow in the recession. You guys don't, but I'm here to tell you that if you put your head down, keep working, ignore the shiny objects, do what you need to do, you can become wildly successful during a recession. You really can. Once again, I'm probably not. What do you mean content upload and output system and schedule? Because I will say, hustle the corporate, that for YouTube, you must be consistent. And there are so many people who start a YouTube channel and they'll post one video 1 month, and the next month they'll post two, and the next month they won't do anything. But in the YouTube analytics, it will tell you when your audience is watching your videos. I know you didn't know that, but it will tell you what's a good time to post. It will tell you when most, like with Savage Finance. A lot of my people on Savage Finance are up at 6:30 in the morning because it's a more serious crowd. So that's why I launch my videos at 6:30 on Savage Finance. Here, if I launched them at 6:30, they wouldn't do well. They wouldn't do well at all. So there will be more, because essentially you need to dive deep into your analytics. And thank you, man. Thank you. You need to really dive into your analytics. Ooh, one of my favorite quotes is this: your level of success will never exceed your level of personal development. Most people, education stops after high school or college, therefore they're broke. I got to agree a lot with that. I have to agree, because this is one of the things I've been in a constant, I am still learning. In 2009, I just started this journey, and I came to the YouTube platform with some business experience, which helped me greatly. But the things I have learned on the platform are mind blowing. So I agree with that. Hey, watch the videos, take notes, apply the advice. Uh, your equipment's paid off, your truck's paid off, your car's paid off. Technically, for many folks, you would be considered rich. For many, many folks out here who are struggling, you would be considered rich. I'm about to tell y'all something. To my men folk, listen up, take notes, pay attention. If you are financially solvent, this is not rich, meaning that you're like Antonio Williams. You don't have a car note. You don't have those pesky little bills. You don't have credit card debt, and you have good cash flow of like $3,000 to $5,000 a month. You could become the man. You could become the man. Just being in that situation, you have your own car, you have your own place, you have cash. That puts you in the top 30% of Americans. Because so many people out here struggling. I know many people who had to move back home. You remember my video? They were moving home with Big Mama. I know 10 people that have moved back in with their parents or grandmother. 10. Personally, during these times. Douglas Jones, matter of fact, let me see. Hold on a second.
YouTube.
All right. All right. So what you want to go is to here. And this right here shows you, it actually says, because see, essentially you want to go to your channel analytics. You want to hit reach. You want to hit engagement. You want to go to audience. And it tells you, like, see, most of my people on this channel are here between 12 and 6 p.m. So it gives you a graph of when your audience is on YouTube. Very, very helpful stuff, because this is one of the reasons that I launch stuff at Savage Finance at 6:30 in the morning. So in your YouTube analytics, your YouTube analytics tell you who watching your channel, how many men are watching your channel. It tells you their ages. There's so much data in it that it will blow your mind. It will literally blow your mind. All right, D. Thank you, Jacob Temp. The corporate toolbox is going to be the best thing I ever did, because I have an agenda. I want 5,000 corporate citizens in the next 5 years. And it's going to take a lot of stuff to get those people indoctrinated, because I got to indoctrinate you guys. Because one of the things that got me was my last girlfriend. And I realized what I was able to do for her. She was ungrateful because she was pretty. And she one day told me, she's like, you know, I can get married. I can find someone else to replace you. And that's the day that we broke up. I was like, you feel that way? Good luck. You're out. Didn't even have a discussion. Goodbye. Because, and she's been trying to come back. She's been trying to come back hard. Because, see, gentlemen, here's one of the things I want to share with you. Once you make yourself a financially solvent man, you have game. Because this is one of the issues that we had, is she hated the Disruptive Male channel because I was letting you guys know exactly how women were and how to navigate them and how to win with women. They didn't like that. She didn't like that. And I was like, you silly. Because that's my business. My business has nothing to do with you. And she's gone. Because I can replace her way easier than she can replace me. Way easier. Because, see, there are not that many $1 million dudes out there. There really aren't. Yep. Yeah, I mean, your YouTube analytics will give you so much data, it will literally blow your mind. It will literally blow your mind. And in this data, because see, this channel right here, this channel has way too many topics. And what I'm trying to do is resurrect it from the dead. Because if I was getting the traffic, if I was getting the subscribers that I get at Savage Finance, I would have been at like 200,000 subscribers. But for some reason, people watch the channel, but they don't subscribe. And that's one of the reasons I'm thinking about doing the B School for Hustlers and making it jazzy, have the videos edited, have a good channel concept. So that may happen. Pretty much. Because see, I have a very low threshold to BS. And you think, because see, I know the stats. I know how hard it is to find someone like me. I know how hard it is. It's very, very hard. And I'm a good boyfriend. I'm a really good boyfriend. And that's why she's trying to come back. She just showed up at my house the other night, and I was like, that ain't going to happen. Fortunately, I didn't have anyone here that could have been ugly. Tracy Stevens. See, many women have been empowered by social media, but they haven't been empowered by accomplishment. Of these 10 people who had to move back in with their parents, 9 are women. See, going back to James Brown, it's a man's world. Men make the world. Men build the businesses. Yes, you have a few, quote, boss babes out there, but the majority of business owners are men. The majority of business starters are men. We need more women starting businesses. We need more women actually starting businesses for real versus trying to be a sugar baby or run to OnlyFans or trying to be a stripper. There's a girl on here. Her name is Christina Villagagis. She's Hispanic and people love her channel. And I was watching another guy. He has an entrepreneur channel and his wife is subscribed to this stripper. I mean, people just love her. And she makes like $30,000 a month between stripping and her YouTube channel. And she's like 22, 23 years old. Well, you know, it is crazy how it goes. Goddess knows sometimes oh yeah, she's been coming back because I got a Ring doorbell and she was like knocking and like, please let me in. And I'm like, no, we ain't going. No. You said you could find someone better. Hop to it. Make that happen. Leave me alone. Because you feel that you can do that. You feel that you can make that happen. Go on with your bad self. Good luck with that. But part of the process of starting a business is taking these tiny steps and being consistent. Because everyone's, like I said, is looking for one conversation, looking for one nugget, one jewel. And essentially for me to run my business, it is a tray of jewels. It's not one. It's not 2. It's not 3. It's a whole tray of things that I do. And one of the things that you've got to do with your business is mirror that and do a multitude of things so you can get the cash flow, because the corporate toolbox is set up sequentially, meaning that it's in order. First, you get the holding company. Second, you get your operating companies. Third, then you actually research the business before you start it. Your research is going to be a big indicator of how successful you will be. And so many people want to skip over this step. Like, I'm getting ready to do a series of videos on Savage Finance talking about how silly people are, because, you know, it's like, I gotta donate money to my 401k because we the corporate match is free money. But you got 50, 60, $80,000 worth of debt where you're paying $7,000 to $20,000 a year interest, and you're over here getting 4 or 5% on $2,000. Men lie, women lie, math never lies. Because you got all this over here, you're still behind. And this is what we're going to do with the money management course. What's up? You do it. What's up? Because essentially, one of the things that people have to realize is success is a process. It is not one thing. It's not two things. It is a multitude of things. And we'll be getting into it. And like I said, I'm going to break it down and I'm going to give it to you in bite-sized chunks, because like right now, the corporate toolbox is, I mean, there's weeks of training. Like if you're one of the people who signed up for the corporate toolbox last night, you're going to be studying what's already done in there for the next 4 to 5 weeks. And I'm adding new training daily. It's going to be a beast when I'm finished with this. No, the chick who went to the Halloween party, she was not an ex. She was interviewing for the position to be my girlfriend. And then I realized that she was stupid and she didn't have a good work ethic. So I just left that alone. I don't talk to my ex. I don't talk to my exes. I leave them alone. Been there, done there. So we will be talking about the things you need to do to be successful. I got a whole bunch to think because I did not do it. Because typically before the month starts, I write down how I want the month to go, and I'm already behind. So that's something else I have to work on. Something else I got to put together. But to be successful is it's a concert of actions and behaviors. And this is one of the reasons that I hate a lot of these videos on YouTube who talk about, like, they'll use the word like millionaire, they'll use Ferrari, they'll use a house. Dan Bilzerian was living in a $54 million house that he was renting for $200,000 a month. This man was paying $2.4 million a year to rent a house. That told me a lot about Dan. Dan is more flash and hype than real, because he could have got himself a mansion for like $5 or $6 million and kept it copacetic and worked on his business. See, he was all about the stun and the gram. The organics, the new prices, you can go to B School. I left the $150 per month payment I just extended it a little bit. So that's still like, I'm not going to mess with that for a minute. So if you want to go ahead and get in, because essentially the new price is for one and done, $4,500, and you can have a 2 payment option, or you can have a 3 payment option at that price point, and you won't pay any more, or you can get into one of the extended payment plans. Gurus Geek, this is 100% true. This is 100% true. Charles, no. If you made no income, you don't have to file no taxes. The spiritual mother. I like that name. The more successful we become, the less interesting other people seem. That's a really good point, because I don't have I don't worship heroes. I have a few people I like. I love Ben Roethlisberger, quarterback for the Steelers, my boy Tua, but I don't worship these people. That's a really good point right there. That's a really good point. I mean, yeah, I know people spend like it's water. Well, CD Organics, this is one of the things. I'll actually tell you the story about that price point. I realized that was a winning price point with the Hustler Kung Fu courses. That's just a good price point. And I've learned, because once again, before I was educated in business, before I really knew what was going on, I would like start off really low. In a matter of 4 weeks, I would raise the price. That was just too fast. Because one of the things is, and this is something you will learn in business, is everyone isn't aware of your content and they're not aware of these price shifts. So I would have people who would watch my videos on the weekend, and by then it was too light, and it's like, man, I missed it, and the price went up. So I've learned to keep that entry level price point for as long as I can, because I'm probably going to keep that 150. I'm just going to add more payments to it to December. Because it works. It works really, really well. And if it's working, don't monkey with stuff that's working, because I had some people come in who bought the 2 installment plan. I had a few people buy the 3 installment plan. I had a few people sign up for the $500 plan, but 90% went for that 150. So it works. He charged everything to his card and someone else is playing it. Yeah, I mean, he's being sued right now. A lot of bad stuff going on. Grant Cardone says, stunt with your passive income. Uncle G says, buy your toys cash. Sounds like the same thing. Yeah, because like I said, I wouldn't have a Porsche if I couldn't afford it. If I had to make monthly payments, I would not have a Porsche. I would not have a BMW if I had to make monthly payments. To me, if you got to make monthly payments on that type of vehicle, you can't afford it. Charlatan, actually, the only money that I'm paying taxes on is, because essentially there is a level of taxation. But see, essentially, if I took all of the money out of the company, let me go ahead and give you the game. I would pay $400,000 per million in my tax range. I leave the money in the company, I have to pay 15%. That's a 25% savings. Now, why do I want to save 25%? Because see, you cannot get around taxes. You're going to pay some taxes. The question is, do you pay a lot of taxes or do you pay a little taxes? I rather pay a little taxes. This is why I put myself on $360,000 a year salary. This is all the money I'm taking out the company, and I'm going to reinvest that money back into the company. And depending upon how I do it, because the money that's coming up from the operating companies is coming to my holding company tax free. And if I spend that money in the business of the company, then that mitigates my taxes. Because I plan on getting into, like, I got a video coming up probably tomorrow talking about the coming real estate crash and the stages that it's going to be in. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, Wayman. Peppermint tea. Like I'm saying, I'm putting my foot in this. You know, one of the cool things about the corporate toolbox is I'm happy to make it. And we're really getting into some stuff because essentially, you know, these steps and these layers to build a business, they're really, really powerful. Cash is king. Because essentially, here's my whole plan. The 360, I haven't even spent any money from my check yet. I got paid on the 30th. I haven't spent, I think I paid some, because I got a few credit cards that are still paying for business stuff. And I'm going to pay those credit cards out with business money versus this money. Essentially, what's going to happen to the money I'm paying myself is probably going to stack up. Because I can easily get by with, let's say, 40% of what I'm paying myself. But I'm paying myself in preparation for the future. And also, there was a few credit cards I applied for that wanted pay stubs, and I was just like, I don't have any pay stubs. I don't have any pay stubs, but I do now. Yeah, because essentially, one of the things I teach you guys in the corporate toolbox is how to make your holding company tax efficient. Because I'm going to take it on the chin for this first wave of money to come through. But as I take this money, because one of the things I'm going to start doing is running paid traffic LinkedIn. And that will be a valid business expense. So I'm not paying taxes on that money. So there's many different things, but essentially I have a company that makes money and I don't have a lot of expenses. I don't have a lot of legitimate expenses. So this is another reason that I'm paying, I'm going to be paying about $10,000 a month taxes, about $11,000 a month taxes. Fine. Pay that. ADP, my payment processor, is trying to talk me into starting a 401k where I can put $25,000 a year in it. And that's going to save me $8,000 on taxes, but that will reduce my spendable income to save $700 a month. I'm just going to pay the taxes. Adam Xavier, go over to Savage Finance and watch the videos in the credit, how to build and how to establish credit playlist. I got you covered. I got you, Adam. Just go over there. There's a playlist and they will tone you up and tell you what to get. Cause I'm pretty much going to do another, what I call secured card trash or trash credit rebuilder cards. Cause all they do is just get fees out of you. Some of these cards have like a $9 a month fee just to have the card. They give you ridiculously like a $200 limit or a $300 limit. You can't do nothing with that. You buy a pair of $150 shoes, you've used up half your credit limit. So there's a lot more stuff that is going to come from the advisory board. So my Steelers are up. They got the ball 4 minutes and they're at the Baltimore 25. So they can get a field goal. They may remain undefeated. But one of the things that I want you guys to understand is you can be successful. When I was growing up, there was no one that was my grandmother was my cheerleader when I was a little kid. But as I get age 11 to about 32, I was on my own. I didn't have no cheerleaders. I didn't have no support system. I was married to this woman who was like the enemy, who was like a hostile enemy to me. It's crazy. And, you got to be your own hero. All right, Antonio. A lot of those credit cards are garbage. A lot of them are garbage. I may do the secured credit card garbage list. They're just trash cards because I would say if you need to rebuild credit and you want a secured credit card, get one from US Bank. They virtually approve anyone and you can fund it up to $5,000. And if you are a good boy for about a year and 1 month, they will convert to an unsecured card. So that would be the ticket. That would be the ticket right there. But you guys can be successful. You can win. You can make it do what it do. You can win. You can become successful. You can get things going. Oh, the corporate game is very different when you're not a U.S. citizen. It's very, very different. It's way different because one of the things I want you guys to understand is 2021 is going to be a rough year, regardless of if it's going to be rougher if Trump stays in office. It will be softer if the Democrats get the presidency in the Senate, it's going to be not as rough. It's still going to be rough, but if Trump and the Republicans maintain the presidency in the Senate, it's going to be rough for people who are not trying to start businesses, for people who are not trying to build. All right, Jukebox Hero, that's the ticket. Man, you ain't an emotional terrorist is an accurate description, man. And that's one of the reasons that I don't tolerate silliness, because I live with that. So when I see it, I know what this person is. Like my ex, she has mental problems that, she can't help that. But there's another component to her personality where, because she's pretty, she feels that she can get certain things, and she met me and realized that wasn't enough. I require more out of my women than to be pretty. I require a lot more. Let's see. Uh-oh. If Pittsburgh can keep them to a field goal, we will see. We will see. Yeah, 5 minutes is a lot of time. It's a whole bunch of time. So we will see. Oh, it's going to be rough, man. It's going to be very, very rough. But that's all I got for you guys. So for those of you who want to jump in the corporate toolbox, there's a lot of wonderful new stuff that's coming this month. There will not be a Black Friday special. There will not be any Christmas sales or anything on that. I may do something like that for Hustlers Kung Fu, but B School for Hustlers, the price will go up in November. The price has already gone up, and it's going to go up again in December. So just letting y'all know. You're 100% wrong. AC Blades. Trump inherited Obama's economy. So I don't think you know what you're talking about. And Trump's a racist. This is on record. You folks who love Trump, I don't understand you people, because it's like you have no personal self-esteem to invest this much money and time and effort into a failure. I'm not 100% wrong. Actually, unemployment swelled to the highest levels ever under Trump. What are you talking about? Man, Douglas Jones, that's crazy. Wow. He's a Trump person. He's a Trump person, AKA idiot. He's just another idiot. But that's all I got for you. Once again, like I said, the corporate toolbox, you can still get in for the 150 price point. Just added a few more months to it. And there's a multitude of price points. And like I said, the first 3 price points, you get 2 consults to work through your business process. Because there aren't that many people who are buying it, so I won't be overwhelmed. And then I'm going to do a lot of group coaching. Oh yeah, they can't say that because the economy grew under Obama, but they're like, well, it's true. It's funny. They can't give Obama credit. I'm from Detroit. That's a flat out lie, bro. Hero worship. All right, y'all be good. I'll see you guys in the next one. Links are below.